Hey dude, chill afternoon today, I think. There's a bit of a project that I really need to take care of, and I thought it might be interesting. Figured I'd show you, because it's what I'm doing today. Durant! That's been piling up for kind of a while, and the weather's gonna get real crappy and nobody's gonna want to work outside. So, better get it done now. What's in Thub's trash pile? Okay, so we'll start with the low-hanging fruit. Can you even see? We got a pile of bottles. This is not household bottles. These are actually Thub and Wub bottles from our summer adventure. We didn't end up cashing them out. I figured I'd just sit on it for a little while. Not a big deal. So that'll be the quickest, easiest thing to both make some space and make some money. Alright, load it up. That's like a half load. Let's go. Alright, that's $65. Throw that in the summer fund. And out to the garage we go. Now, I know this is going to take longer than just today. But I know there's some... I don't know, I just need to clean this up. The pile's been stacking up. I'll take care of that. But we're going to want more space in here than that. Now, this one here, it struck me as one of the good ones. It's simple. It's got the grounds on it. It's got no light. It does have power. Hello? Well, good thing I tested that, I guess. I'd almost be happier with the $2-3 I'd get for it right away, rather than, what can I sell that for in Kijiji? I tried before. I tried selling extension cords. It did not move very quickly. I suppose the flea market's more the spot for that. How is our focus? This is the one. This is going in my car, hiding in a corner somewhere, so I can always test flat screen TVs on site. Trash. Black Widow headset is Walmart. Nobody likes those guys. But if you look inside, there's like nothing. Those are insulated wires, those little colored bits in the middle there. Worthless. Does anyone need a 12-volt extender? You need a 12-volt extender? Someone needs that. We're gonna start doing it by bag. Door number 1. Okay, paint, so that can go inside. These Xbox cords, those are universal for 360s, right? Yeah. Stack of Xboxes. That's what I need to do this weekend. I have an actual weekend off, and I met an actual person who actually says he knows how to fix Xbox 360s with the red ring or whatever, and I've got a stack of those, and that's what... Man. Next bag. Hey! Forgot I found those. In the Apple product box bag, there's too many of those. That's like all product boxes. Still haven't done anything with them. Oh, good. Something simple. Sort of. Well, that's simple at the very least. I've already got a bin. Ian! How you doing? Not bad.
Alright?
Jeez, I thought you were someone suspicious.
Never. Whenever I see their faces, like I used to be friendly to everybody.
We're good. So this guy's supposed to be home. He's standing at the window. I grab a golf club. I said, get out here.
Just another bottle picker. Didn't have a super good day, but it's always nice to see a friendly face. I think I'll just finish up this bag and get back to it. Make some time tomorrow. These ones all look super common. They're all the same size. Oh, there's one thing. There. It's a little submersible pump. Now the rest of this. There. Perfect. I always check these ones because I like these ones. The single decent outdoor gauge with the grounded plug. This hairdryer is probably useful, but I've got a heat gun already. Got a box of Carnation Instant Breakfast. Some tools. Something. These are little fold-up traction claws. The old product photography mat. Ooh. Looks like the mice have found that. I just like throwing that on the ground out here when I was going to take pictures of things to sell, so it didn't look, you know, like it came out of a garage full of trash. Oh. Pink bat. Scrap wire. A mouse nest. Guess I should probably not eat the, that's too bad. I was really looking forward to these, but mice, you know, isn't that weird? Look at, these are completely untouched. Not a single tiny tooth mark or anything, even though mice were building a nest immediately next to it. I'm not trying to argue a point per se, it just raises some questions about the food we eat sometimes. And these does not work. What do you do? A box of wires. What about this one? Treasures are hiding in here. Other than this. Well, that one's all wire except for this Coolatron transformer. It's a 12 volt at 4 amp. So I guess I'll put it in the AC adapter bin. That is a significant output. That's all I'm saying. Some wire, 100% worth stripping, fine. Someday I'll buy a stripper. Whenever I come around and decide to do this, I always tell myself the same thing. From here on out, I'm just gonna sort everything and process everything as soon as I get it home. Then I won't have this sitting and waiting for me. Okay, so this, let's just see. I don't see anything fun and exciting in there. This one is interesting. So, this fellow that I met, he was trying to bring these in somewhere. I gave him a lift to the scrapyard, and it just didn't, base plate. They're all pewter. That's the thing. I kind of like this little butter dish, though. I haven't the slightest clue what to do with those. I think it's like 60 cents a pound or something. I'm gonna have to chop up all these, and that's not gonna be very interesting. So let's do this again tomorrow, okay? Now, it's another day, even though it looks the exact same. Found another battery out there this morning, so that's alright. Did I show you this? Pretty sure that's just steel, but the hardware is brass. I got other pieces to hang it to, but it was broken, so I have to figure out something else. Pretty basic on the inside when you open it up. But it sure does look nice. Next is this backpack, which doesn't look like much of anything, and it's not. It does have a little solar charging panel. I need to stop doing that. I really need to stop finding stuff that is cool and saving it, even though I don't have a use for it or anything at all in mind. Chrome tow hooks. Okay, here's what I need. I need a box of things that are good for eBay and probably nothing else. I'll start with this. This bin is nothing but these heavy wires. Don't anybody start whining about how much I could get if I sold them. Totally just broke them on that container because I know exactly how much I'm going to get for them. 90 cents a pound. My eBay game is weak as of right now, so unfortunately, anything that I can't immediately sell, if it ends up with me, it's at the end of the line. Really need a better pair of clippers. Hit the pause button and we can re-engage once I've gone through all this. What I've got here is a bin full of computer stuff. I've already gone through and picked out that kind of stuff. We got RAM and motherboards and heat sinks with heat pipes and all kinds of goodies. These things here, these power supplies, my buyer's really picky, so he wants not only all of the ends off, but all the zip ties and stuff too. And although that looks like a lot of wire, I just don't feel like it's time well spent cutting all that wire off. So I'm just okay, it's another day. Real quick update. I did not think this was going to be a process that took quite so many days, but it's coming along. And, okay, so I found a working food processor, so I can throw that on Kijiji. That's nice. And I've managed to, like, clear out this space for, oh, this is a box full of items that have motors inside that I'm not going to bother scrapping. See, the place I bring catalytic converters to doesn't mind giving a, I don't know, like 5-10 cents something, a small price for things that contain motors, which is great news for me because those things take kind of a while to actually pick the motor out, and the motor's really small, so we'll see how we do on that. Now the reason, okay, so I needed this space because this project kind of has a number of different facets. This was not fitting properly. It wasn't the right size for this, so I needed to do some major adjustments. Chopped this thing down about 2 inches, got a riveter, riveted that thing all back together, and yeah, no, it fits beautifully now. And so does anything else in this garage space that I've made. So, now another facet to this process is this week I've been going hard trying to make as much as I possibly can on bottles because I need to get that truck insured. And that's going to cost, you know, a fair amount. I'm actually behind schedule. I kind of screwed up this week, but I should be able to pay it off as soon as I get rid of that. But I can't do that without the truck because the car has really worn out bearings and, well, worn out everything, to be totally honest. So it's the truck or nothing. Now, while I was out doing all that bottle picking, I did come across a couple treasures. I think most notably was this gear. So, this is a pair of paintball pants, a paintball jersey. It's not super fancy, but these things are not cheap. And a lot of paintball is very visual, and kind of a hype beast, bit of a culture going on there, so you want the legit gear. But that's the basic stuff, although those are more expensive than you would think. I also found at the same time the belt. It came with 3 pods, a mini pod, nobody uses those, one of them full of paintballs, and an unopened bag of 500 paintballs. The stuff people throw out, like whoever tossed this, I guarantee they could have put the whole set of gear on Kijiji and gotten like, well, at least 50 bucks. And this stuff I'm extra excited about because it's not the first time I found paintball gear. Okay, let's expose this better. In here, I forgot I found that. Cool. one more thing we can sell. GPS. Wait, what is that? Yankee Candle. Ugh. So much weird stuff. What about that? Oi? Oh, it's that guy. What up, guy? Okay, so in here we've got all the stuff to make 2 ions. I don't know if anybody is familiar with paintball stuff, but that's the name of a pretty high performance yet still affordable gun. Marker, not gun, marker. I don't have any barrels though. It came with 0. But it's a half decent kit, and I'm not going to make any money on it because I'm just going to send it as a care package to my brother because he loves that stuff. Paintball gear. Now there's other stuff. I found a master lock with the key. Whatever. These are interesting. These are all dummy phones. So that makes them pretty useless. They don't have anything inside other than a steel plate to make them heavy. But this one is David's phone. And he was all bummed out because he got this loaner phone that he was going to sell right away, and then within like a week he smashed the front and the back. So I think he'll be kind of excited to see that I have a replacement case for it. And then I found this little guy. This is the box for an SSD, but inside is a laptop hard drive enclosure. Brand new. It's not USB 3. Well, it comes with this fun little multi-tool. That. And what else? Some strap wire in this box. So I found these Converse. These, I don't even know what to think, but they're in reasonably good, like a little worn down there, but overall, not bad. This searchlight, which I couldn't get to charge, but it's got a battery inside. Percolator for espresso or Vietnamese coffee. It's quite small. Bunch more scrap, more scrap. This thing, I still need to test it, but apparently it's valuable. Even if it doesn't work, it's a good thick wire and a chunk of scrap aluminum. Asus Wireless N router. I don't know if this is going to be any better than the one my ISP gave me, but yeah, I'm probably just going to throw that back in the trash. Yeah, I've got the power cord. Okay, I've got everything. We'll do a little research before we throw it out. And a bunch of cans of chili. I like chili. So we're making progress. We're getting somewhere. I know it doesn't really look like it, but it feels like it, and I think that's the important part, isn't it? Whatever. Also, I forgot I found a handful of fireworks. Maybe expired fireworks are a little dangerous, but so what? Let's have fun. Speaking of that, it's Halloween, so this is just a short little burst for today. I'm gonna go get some candy. Happy Halloween, y'all. Back after another run. Do you want to see what we found? Couple treasures. I'm not sure if you'd call these treasures, but I think they're neat. So, 2 of these, Durant wanted some sort of a side table thing, and there's like a drawer. So between the 2 of them, I think I should be able to assemble something with a half decent top and some decent legs. This thing's kind of interesting. It's like a hanging light thing. I don't totally understand it, but it's a fake candle, so probably just needs new batteries. We'll test that out. A paper shredder, which I have to test, but those tend to be easy for me to sell on Kijiji. A little bit of wire. These things are cute. Not really. I might throw this back. An umbrella. I only grabbed it because it works perfectly and it's in great shape. It's also got this carbon fiber handle. And what does it say on the front? I don't even know. It's simple, it's nice, it's big. It's a really good umbrella. Not the easiest thing to sell in Calgary because we're not really a city that gets a lot of rain, especially in the winter. But we will see if I can come up with something. I didn't actually own an umbrella before, so now I do. A box with 3 coils for a vaporizer. I have a bit of a collection of vape stuff going that I don't use, and eventually something will line up. And 2 books. Number 1 and number 2 of the Nix series. I grabbed them because I think a friend of mine might want to read them. They're kind of cool, but got a bit of a try-hard vibe, if I'm being totally honest. Alright, I think it's about time to wrap this video up. So, I wonder if this thing ever charged. Nope, that is dead. That is a doornail. But it's still a tiny little lead acid battery, so that's all right. Now, okay, wrapping the video up. So, there's a couple little projects. I gotta make some space in here. That won't take long. Couple little projects. Let me show you what I'm talking about. One of the treasures in this trash pile I haven't pointed out is these bad boys right here. These come from a place that makes really nice juice. Really expensive juice. This isn't the first time I've mentioned this, but they're worth like 50 cents towards your next juice. So I think there's enough here to go and get a free one. And then the other thing, there we go. Boop! We're at it. Ow! What else do we have for motors? These ones are probably worth taking apart. These are motors from, you know, those things. Hoverboards. Ooh! Oh! That's a good one. In you go there, buckaroo. Sell this later. Let's see just how much this place gives for really dirty electric motors. I'm also not even sure if this is a cat or not, but I mean, no, I'm pretty sure. It's got a honeycomb. Normally I'd like to bring in more at once, but it's the only cat I've got, so let's go. Clearing this trash heap is not something that's going to happen all at once, as much as I might like that to happen. So my plan is delete one item every day, and if I bring anything home, one large item, like one box or one Rubbermaid container or something. And since I brought home a few treasures today, we're deleting 2 items. And then later on, put those on Kijiji or throw them out, depending on whether they work. Hi-ho!
So we're at Walmart.
Yo, side quest. It's the day after Halloween. Y'all know what that means.
What does that mean?
Sheep costumes?
Oh yeah. I think I heard something about that. Oh, just cleared out, bud. Abandoned.
That was fast. Next.
You know what should be next?
What's that?
10 seconds to Floor's lava drink.
Oh,
10,
what?
9, 8.
Which part? I'm stuck here now. This is bull.
It works.
There we are. So, Big House has moved, but I would not take a catalytic converter anywhere else. Yes, they're making stacks of cash, but I trust them. I don't know. I don't think scrapyards really like cameras in there, so we're gonna see how this goes. Well, that was not the worst. That little converter was they gave me a large import foil, so it's worth a little less, but that was 45 bucks. The rest of it came to a total of $14.34. So let's just break that down. I got $1.60 for the starter, $4.20 for the alternator.
Nice.
Stop that! Subscribers didn't like that episode. And then copper breakage is what we're calling that pile of the pile of little wall wart AC converters and all of the tools with motors inside. That came at 10 cents a pound. Shut up. 10 cents a pound, 59 pounds total. So $5.90, $6. I don't think that's worth doing unless I had a lot of them. It was $6 is $6, but that was a long time stacking those things up. If I could fill a garbage bin with them, then sure, but nah. That was beans, man. That was beans. Alternators and starters, though, those are worth the time. Shoppers coming through. Hey, I know what I'm about, and it's this. I'd say this is pretty good, actually. I didn't even know these existed. Grant and I are both kind of jazzed about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It's a beautiful life. I think that will do for this one. There's still a few more things there's a lot of things to clear out, and I might update. No, this is as fun. I think this is as much fun as I can have in that trash pile with an audience. I'll show you if I find anything else fun. You saw what we found today. I didn't do the juice thing because we left kind of late, and downtown during rush hour is no fun. This is my life for the past week, so hopefully I can get that truck on the road, and then we can make some real money. Or just spend a lot of money on gas. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out.
Remember to do the thing.
Leave it better than you found it.